to are types of foundation. So the first one that you could consider, or the kind of, if you are not piling on your site, you might consider a gravity base. So this is essentially a really large bit of concrete in the ground that provides the kind of moment resistance to prevent your tower crane falling over. These are useful if you've got quite good shallow ground conditions, but are normally driven by deflection or by the structural capacity of the base itself. The other thing to consider is anchor pull-out. If you've got one of these bases and your tower crane is offset from the center of it, so it's kind of working with some permanent works columns, then anchor pull-out might be an issue. Moving on to the other main type of base that we deal with, which is a piled base. So if you've got a piling rig on site, this is likely to be the most efficient way to position your crane. There's a lot of variability in these. We'll quite often see them kind of combined with permanent works piles, mainly because there's not much space on sites to get a full tower crane base in between your permanent works piles. But there's also, that adds new challenges to the base design because you'll get a tilt from the permanent works column and you've got to consider a few more load cases. You can see there are a couple of kind of fairly basic designs where you've got kind of a 12 pile base. All the piles are positioned towards the corners to act in the most efficient way, and some that show the bases being constructed with the anchors in place and the kind of helical reinforcement around the pile anchorage. And then we just got an example there of a slightly more complicated base where there was a permanent works interface, which created some large moments in the base along with the imposed loads from the crane itself. So ballasted bases, there's a number of routes to go down with these, but these are generally used when you can't pile on the site, so you can't get any tension capacity. So you deal with the moment from the tower crane by using a ballasted base. So this is kind of large chunks of concrete that are brought in and positioned around the base so that your foundation only has to deal with compression loads. These are good in a lot of ways because you don't have to then break out the base or bury it afterwards. So they're a bit more kind of environmentally friendly, and that concrete can be reused on other sites. You can use these with kind of small pile foundations under each corner if you want. So we've got some examples there where you've got kind of a pad foundation or single piles, obviously braced together with ground beams to prevent any kind of tolerance issues or any kind of moments being induced in the piles. In other situations, you can use manholes, rings to get through the kind of slightly poorer ground near the surface down to a more competent ground. And these can be used, especially with lighter tower cranes, to form a very cost-efficient solution. These can be installed with then a kind of a capping slab above the base or above the manholes to provide somewhere to site your tower crane. So moving on, if you're on more complicated sites or where you've got a lack of room, you might position your tower crane on the ground to start with and then move it up onto a grillage midway through the job to allow you to kind of carry on the fit out and do the rest of your kind of groundworks where the tower crane was positioned on the ground. So these normally sit on the core, and these become a lot more complicated because you're not just dealing with the rotation of the foundation from the crane loads, you've got the rotation of the structure itself. I'll talk a bit more about rotation after this, but when you've got the building at maybe 1 in 500 and then the flex in your grillage, you can quite easily exceed your standard deflection limits for a tower crane. So you need to consider second order effects in the design or use very stiff grillage to allow for the kind of the tilt of the structure. You'll also have to check the tilt prior to the structure being constructed. So when you've just got the core or the kind of initial structure which the grillage is on, as well as the full wind load case when the structure has been completed. Here's some pictures of one we designed probably a couple of years ago now being installed and kind of all fully operational. So it's quite a compact, neat design.